Did you know that a woman can have a loose VJ though she did not sleep with so many men, as well as a woman can have the tightest VJ while she has slept with so many men? Yes, let me explain how that happens. And from now on, you will know on how to spot if a woman slept with so many men. A woman might be tight, and then you think that as a man, she's only been with some few men, while not knowing that she's been sleeping with so many men. It's just that naturally she's tight. And there are women who naturally they are just loose. There are so many factors to a woman being loose. Some they said after birth and so many things. But that does not mean a woman has slept with so many men if she's loose. So then how can you be sure that this lady for real she slept with so many men or not? Number one, you will realize by the way she talks about her exes. You must spot this thing. You know that women most of the time, if you are to ask her straight, how many men have you ever slept with? Let me assure you, she won't be honest with you, especially if they are many. Forget about that. If the body count is too high, forget about the honest, because you will take it somehow. But then you will spot that in most of the cases, if she is a woman who's able to share about their past relationships, for example, if maybe you are talking, sometimes she does mention a man who once abused her physically, and a man who, one of her exes who once did this. You will see that in most cases, she will be spotting out that, this guy, I once dated a guy who once did this. Oh, I once dated a guy who once, no. So how are you able to tell that maybe she's been sleeping with all these men? Because under normal circumstances, as a guy, I was going to assume, she has so many exes. But in order for you to be sure, it is good to know that one thing that women can open up about is when did she start being sexually active? If you are able to spot that she's been sexually active maybe for the past 5 years or from the past 10 years, it will be easy for you to spot how many men approximately she would have slept with. I'm excluding those of the one night stands, but I'm referring to boyfriends. So when you are talking with her, if she has opened up that she's been sexually active for the past 10 years, but in a conversation, she's to mention that, this guy we once dated, he once did this to me. This guy who used to give me money. There's this guy who used to physically abuse me. There's this guy who used to verbally abuse me. One thing that she's going to open up about is when you ask her, like, so when was this when you were dating this guy who once did this? 2 years ago. Okay? Another story one day. When was this? This one, it was last year. So like as much as she's explaining, she's mentioning then the guys who've been abusing her, doing this, you'll be able to now track that, okay, she once dated a guy. It was a different guy who abused her physically. It was a different guy who abused her verbally. It was a different guy who used to give her money. It was a different guy who was a married guy. So, and you realize even the years, they are more ahead of after she's become sexually active. And once she does it, once a woman becomes sexually active, or for anyone for that matter, they are likely to have been sleeping with the other guys. So it's only a very few number of guys that she might have dated without sleeping with them after she'd been sexually active. So, but then if she's a girl who you find that her body count is low, is that you might find that as much as she has so many exes, she will tell you that, the first guy that I did it with was maybe 2 years ago, sleeping with them after she'd been sexually active. So, but then if she's a girl who you find that her body count is low, is that you might find that as much as she has so many exes, she will tell you that, the first guy that I did it with was maybe 2 years ago, it was last year, the year before, no? And then you get to realize that, it means the other guys there, it was before. She will even be able to tell you that, this guy, he wanted to do it with me. So then I had not done it before. So I said no. She will tell you by herself and be like, so all these guys, nothing. What happened? Is it not because you had not done it? She'll be able to open up more to you, and she will be more free. So you'll be able to tell that, it means all the other exes before 2 years ago, they never got to have a piece of hair. So you'll be able to tell that their body count is low or it's very high from that. Secondly, if your body count is too high, you will realize about comparisons. By default, she will be able to compare you with other men. And unfortunately, sometimes you may not know directly because she will either tell her girlfriends or you will just tell on when she can indirectly tell you to what to improve on how to do her right. So with that, being like that, you would know that she's been with men and she's able now to tell how or to know how to get herself satisfied, or how other men are able to satisfy her from those who can't do it right. Or so because a new girl who is new to the field, come on, everything is new. She does not know how it really feels when it's nice or when it's bad, so she can't compare anything that comes. She take it as if, oh, maybe this is what others feel. You get what I'm saying? So the third one is, by default, if you realize she already have some move sets, she even knows how to bend herself over when she's not comfortable. I remember a friend of mine one time, she once mentioned it, and she was like, I like being in control, you know, when she's with a guy in bed. So it was easy for one to tell that now she knows what she loves the most. So if you find that you are with her in bed, already she's switching positions on her own, or she's telling you how to do her, it's obvious that now she knows her body so much. A new girl can't tell that. A new girl is still experimenting. A new girl is still checking, testing herself, you know. So if you can say that the lady, by default, she knows how, then it's a sign that, she's an experienced kind of lady and she knows what she's doing, okay? And sometimes you can just tell by the way she is that nothing surprises her, okay? And the fourth one is, you will just tell the things that she says, the way she will even get to criticize you. You are not even good. You are bad. Or some girls you can tell on social media. In fact, social media makes it easy. Even if you're not dating her, you're not in a relationship with her, the things that they post, you find that they'll be like, some men, they don't know how to. Some men don't. And those ladies, let me assure you, they are not the newbies in the game. They are experienced ladies. They are able now to tell this guy is good. You do it right. Those compliments, if you get them from a woman, just know she's saying it because compared to the previous ones, it was bad. But to you, it seems different. So she has been with a couple of guys already. So at least those are the ways you can easily tell if the lady she's been with a lot of men or not. And I hope this was helpful, and I will see you in the next video upload. Take care.